Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Donger Season Cup competition number 6. We have two fantastic players who have rocked our previous competitions before. We have Decentman and we have got Rhinos. Both have made semi-finals and finals. We have past winners and tons of really good decks in the game. So, who's playing what? Well, Rhinos is going for the Misfortune Gangplank thing. He's only using 6 spells, which are both Noxian Further and Decimate, and is going full out with Crackshot Corsairs, Legion Saboteurs, Jagged Butchers, Imperial Demolitionist, Lounging Lizard, which is a great inclusion, 3 Zaps, 1 Jack the Winner, 1 for Ron, a couple of Blade Squires. Looks like a solid list indeed. And Decentman, well, he has went for a completely different list altogether. He's got a Felios and Fiora with a landmark in the Vale Temple. He's only got 8 followers. He's got Mountain Goat, the Fangs at a 2 of, and Screeching Dragon, and then he has 23 spells ranging from everything from the Changed Vest to Guiding Touch and Pale Cascade to Single Combat and Hush and Zenith and a brand new spell in Golden Aegis, which will that be enough? It's just one of Riposts and Concerted Strikes and Star Shaping, and they are ready to go. I am ready to go. My name is Sith Holocron from the Dongers of Runeterra. This is the final of the Donger Cup Season 6. Ladies and gentlemen, play your game. So here we are. And Rhinos, if you can just mute me as well, put your headphones singing on, thank you. So here we go. Much appreciated. Had to drop out of there. Okay, so good start. 2 Jagged Butchers. Doesn't really want to play it on round 1, but he's got 2 of them, so that's not too bad. And he gets the attack first. There doesn't seem to be anything that Decentman can do to stop that. So first blood to Rhinos, who is a defending champion. He's won our competitions at least twice. Here comes the Mountain Goat. That will give a gem, which will heal you 1 and give you a +1 power and a second. Beautiful card. And there is an excellent card indeed. Now, will he play any of the 3 costs or just swing for the 2? He's just going to swing for the 2, so he's guaranteeing 2 damage. The goat will die if he blocks, but he will go down to 14 if there is no block. So the one thing I've seen after having the pleasure of commentating these guys' events for several months is that they both like to take their time, they don't rush, and they are very good at what they do. So he is taking the 4 straight to face. That's interesting. Plays a spell, Zenith Blade. So that's a slow spell. If there was anything he could do to stop it, which he can. So Noxian Fervor kills one of his units to stop the goat getting the Zenith Blade. But because it was the first spell he played, the Daybreak action goes off, and he gets another one, which we can see just up here on the top. And then card gets pulled, and here is Fiora. So now Fiora is like one of the best champions in the game if you can give her the right tools, which is why he is running so many spells. Here is the elusive 3/5 Lounging Lizard. Not going to do anything. Fiora's just going to take the 2-0 because he knows that Rhinos has only got 2 mana in total. And is he going to drop the 1 drop? Or does he want the 2 for the spell mana? He has got a Decimate in hand, a Zap, a lovely Battering Ram, and he's now pulled into a Gangplank. Now, options for Rhinos. He can get overwhelmed with the Battering Ram. He has Decimate, which will do damage straight to the Nexus. Zap is elusive as well and can go straight over the top and give him 5, but decides not to. Very cleverly, in my opinion. I think Zap in the later rounds in this deck makes much more sense. Now, again, there's very, very, very little that can happen here to this Zenith Blade. So she is going to become a 4/3 with Overwhelm. What do we do now? Now both kill, but obviously the Lunging Lizard as an elusive just goes straight over the top. I assume that with the Fiora block there will be something, and here is a riposte for 4. So bumped up to 7/3 with barrier. The 3 goes in elusively, and the other guy goes. However, that is now 2 kills, and halfway through a win for Fiora, who is now, as she levels up, an 8/4. Now, at the end of this round, if you guys know how to play Runeterra, that will disappear down by 3 and go back to a 5/4. And it is now Decentman on the attack. He hasn't done any damage, but his deck doesn't need to do damage. It just needs to do 4 kills without dying into this list. And he is now 1 away from victory. Zap does brilliant, gets you an extra spell mana and an extra card. Now, that card could be phenomenal. As she now goes to a 5/6 with that, so the Noxian Feather not that good anymore. The 3-drop spell down at the right hand side of Rhinos' hand. So I think maybe it's time to start thinking about what we can actually do if you're Rhinoceros to do the 10 damage before anything else. So if he plays that, he's going to deal 1 damage to the Zap. That will then do damage to the Nexus, which then puts it down by 2 and is now down to 8. And it is now his turn. So any kill by Fiora, anything like a single combat, anything silly at all, but there are ways and means to stop that happening. He is being hushed. That's terrifying. So he has got enough here. I don't think there's enough here to do that. So the 3 to kill off this is fantastic. Can Rhinoceros get away with this? Or will he instantly put in a single combat? That is one of the best spells Demacia have. And that, ladies and gentlemen, even though he's only done 4 points of damage, is game 1 to Decentman. Straight away. Play Fiora's Blade. There we go. There's all the rose petals. And defeat for one of our proper champions. So, these two just play really, really, really good games. Now, the Pirate Aggro deck, as we all are aware, even Swim believes it's still a fantastically good deck. But Aphelios Fiora is equally as good a deck as anything else. And these guys, as you can see by their icons, play an awful lot of Runeterra. Lots and lots of practice with these decks. There's a Blade Squire that allows you to reforge. Misfortune, Jagged Butcher. I think I'd probably keep all 4 of these. And does. Okay, here's the Floaty Elephant and the very lovely little Poro. Blade Squire played on 1. The Rhinoceros is attacking, and he will try and get his 2 in, which he will get in. That is nice, straight away. He has another one that he drew. He may just pass here. That makes perfect sense. And I would then immediately throw out that, try and get this damage in. If he does, he can then play the Jagged Butcher, or he can play to be fair, I think he needs more units. The way to beat Fiora, in my opinion, is to have things that do damage that will kill Fiora. And seeing as he has actually got damage into the Nexus, I would drop down the Jagged Butcher and give him his +1/+1 to attack and health. Here's hoping he hasn't got anything shield-wise or spell-wise that can save Fiora. That's a great call. Here comes something. The Pale Cascade. It's a 4/4. It does give him a bit of damage, which is excellent. But Decentman now up 1 spell damage over Rhinos. Lots of little 1-drops here, which is very, very tasty indeed. And that's a pass from Decentman. So with 5 mana, does Decentman kind of go, I'm okay with this? Am I okay with this? He'll drop a unit, go down to 3. A very quick pass indeed. So maybe hand bricked, possibly? Plays down our Master Streamer, I'm So Humble's favourite character in Misfortune. Still has 5 mana. However, Decentman has 8. And I don't believe, as I just double check the list, I don't believe the Fiora is running Unyielding Spirit, and she is not. Because that would be at this turn to put that onto her, and it's all automatically a win 99.9% of the time for the Fiora player. But here comes the Fangs. It's a lifesteal. You get to invoke a card that costs 3 or less, and it is less, isn't it? We shall see when this goes away. There we go. Let us have a wee look. Throws out everything. Now Fiora will die, but she still has 4, so she can riposte. She can try and barrier up somehow. She's got Pale Cascades and Guarding Touches, but with only 1 health, I would keep her on the bench, and he does that. So as we can see here, Misfortune gonna die. So puts him down to 10, gets 3 back from the death of both Misfortune and the Fang. So a grand total of not an awful lot, but does get a 3/3. Problem with Fiora here is she wants something like a Zenith Blade right now, or a Riposte, but he's only running 2 blades. He's only got the 1 Riposte. He has got Concerted Strike, but that's not going to really do anything. But he's only running 2 of those. There's Star Shaping, which is fantastic for him. And I think Decentman has got a bit of a bricked deck right now. Is he baiting in here? Is he baiting in here? I mean, we've had a full round. Does he go all out, spend all that mana, or just go wide? And I think, as I said earlier on in this video of the Donger League Season 6, wide is good, because a Fiora deck will maybe only have her and an other unit. On attack, that's fantastic. I don't believe she's killed anything yet. So here's the landmark, the Veiled Temple. What a really good included thing this is. Now, we haven't seen Aphelios, we haven't seen anything yet, but we do have the landmark. So can that make a difference? I'm seeing a spell. There is Zenith Blade. Now, that is not the first card he has played, so he will not draw into another. He's only got 2 left. Here's a Noxian Fervor to try and make the Blade person kill Fiora. This could be the most pivotal moment of Game 2. Has he got something else? He has, and goes to a 6/4. Brilliant. You can never, ever trust a Fiora player not to be able to keep that alive. I would keep that little shard, that little 1-cost augment thing. So he's throwing that out. Is that the right one to kill? Probably. But with 2, again, he can go wide here. He's got something that will make +2 attack. It's almost, so let me do the math. There's 10 right away. Takes his time thinking about this. Now, this needs to get put in before the beginning of combat. So this now makes everything lethal, and at 7, 10, 12. He is one short. He Fiora has to block something. Has to keep this down. Here comes a spell. It's sharp sight. That's plus 2/2, and can block the 4/2, but can't, as she will die. At the minute, Rhinos is still getting 9, but here's a second spell. That makes it an 8/4. But we're still not done, because Rhinoceros can probably go all out here. He's getting 7 and 9 in for 4. He has Noxian Fervor down there for 3, and I wouldn't do anything just yet. She hasn't got enough in there to do anything just yet. So let us do all of this, and let's put her down. So she levels up. That's 2 kills. So 50% of Decentman's win condition is in there. He can kill one of his own units, casting with 3, but with 7 mana here, do either one of them want to be going all in right away? And as a Fiora player myself, right here, I'd burn that 6 mana. I actually would probably burn the 6 mana, because we have got I don't want to put down the zap just to get the extra unit in. The zap on the board will become bigger. That's problematic. That is a problematic card, which leaves Rhinoceros with a bit of little thinking to do. The Noxian Fervor is brilliant, as long as one of those 4 cards, when she attacks next turn, I would hold on to both of these and pass. Because the 2 zaps coming down, I would literally play nothing, block with the Blade Squire, or probably block with the 3/2. I think that is a far better thing, because it's at least 2 health. Let me actually see where we are in this. Yeah, so Rhinoceros has got that Legion Grenadier there. There's a Misfortune, and there's an 8/4 Overwhelm challenging unit to do stuff with. And this is now with 11 health mana each. It's very difficult for Rhinoceros to now win. And I think now he has zap. So he has several options. He can do 3 to that, to do 3 to the Nexus. He will also get a Last Breath from the Legion Grenadier, and that should be the 4. Now, I do not believe that there is any spell in here that Decentman has got that can stop this at all. They are all pretty much... Well, he has got a Star Shaping that would cost 5. And there it is. There is the Star Shaping. So, heals for 5, manages to invoke a card that costs 7 or more. And that's the issue when you play against Fiora. So that is now Fiora 75% away from winning. Rhinoceros is definitely not giving in, however. Here comes his zap. And I would hold on to Misfortune. get the spell up, see what you can get. There's another Veil Temple. So as you can see there, she's just growing and growing, and because of that, that card has to now be played. Miss Fortune has to do this. Has to do this. And then you throw out just Miss Fortune and throw out everything. It's doing 1 to her. And just swing. And he's also got the Decimate. This should be over. You throw out anything here at all. Throw it all out. Why would you not throw it all out? You've also got a Decimate as your backup win condition. We have got lots of options, but again, he plays it very, very safely. So there'll be 1 done to the Nexus, 1 done to any unit defending, maximum here, 3. But he has got Decimate. I can't see how Rhinos does not make this 1 each. So heal an ally or your Nexus 2. That's Pale Cascade. He also gets to draw a card. That card is immediately played. But again, he's thinking about what the best thing to do is. We now have an 11-5. And that is the fastest final I have ever commentated on for the Dongers of Runeterra. That is a clean sweep. Wow, that's incredible. Rhinos, multiple times Sith Donger Cup champion, has just been whitewashed 2-0 by Decentman's Fiora deck without even seeing another champion. That's brilliant. So, my name is Sith Holocron. Thank you very much for watching. Season 7 will be starting soon. Come and join us. It's very, very, very free, I think, the next version. And that was a brilliant game of Legends of Runeterra. Come and check out our YouTube channel. We've got a whole ton of stuff. We have a Twitch streamer that plays every other day on Twitch. My name is Sith Holocron. Thanks very much for watching. And at the end of every video, we always say the same. Dongers out.